which helps the needy students. Now, the last thing that we are doing is we are trying to expand job and income opportunities for young people as a government. Many governments have always talked about the lack of enough jobs and income opportunities for young people in this country. But we have never had a program, an end-to-end view and program of job and income opportunity creation. We've done a small measure on one corner, a small intervention in another corner, but we don't have a comprehensive job creation program as a country. This administration is the first administration to come with a program that has several pillars aimed at creating jobs, increasing jobs, and also job income opportunities for young people. And therefore, people talk about Kazi Maju program, the labor mobility program. It's one of the pillars. It's not the only one. It's just one of the pillars. And I am a proud Kenyan today to know in the last under 3 years, we have been able to provide or to facilitate 400,000 young people to access jobs overseas. And there is nothing wrong for a young person in today's globalized world working from anywhere. It doesn't disconnect you from home. Today, someone working in Dubai can decide every 3 months to fly home, or at least once a year. Just the same way people from Busia who work in Kilifi go up country on Christmas Day once a year. There's no difference. It's only that one is in Kilifi. If you have 2 young people from Busia, and one is working in Kilifi, another one is working in Dubai, they will all go home on Christmas Day to Busia. So there is no much issue. Those who can get jobs abroad, we have a program called the Kazi Maju program, and already 400,000 young people have got opportunities. We need to expand into 500,000, 600,000, even 1 million young people. It is possible. Once we sign more bilateral labor agreements, we have already done around 6. If we do the remaining 13, we should be able to expand it to 1 million jobs through Kazi Maju alone. But we also have other programs. We are still hiring in the public service. We are hiring teachers. This is the government, I dare say, this is the administration that has hired the highest number of teachers in the history of Kenya. The statistics are there. We have hundreds of thousands of unemployed teachers. That is a fact. But it's also a fact that between 1963 and 2021, the whole country for 60 years had employed slightly over 300,000 teachers for primary and secondary schools. The statistics are there. Just ask TSC how many teachers we had by 2021, slightly over 300,000. This administration, in under 3 years, already we have employed 76,000. In December, we'll employ another 24,000. We will have mopped out from the pool of unemployed qualified teachers, 100,000 teachers in 3 years, 30% of all the teachers employed since independence. Sijui kama tunaelewana. And we saw this in our manifesto. We've not just come out and decided we want to employ teachers. We discovered we have unemployed graduates. We discovered there's a deficit in terms of staffing. We committed in our manifesto to employ 116,000 teachers in 5 years. In 3 years, we will have done 100,000. We'll be left with 16,000. We will meet the commitment in the manifesto and surpass it. And you hear some people loitering around, harassing and just inciting young people how this government has done nothing. Those are the facts. But we have other interventions that we are doing to create jobs at home, kazi kwa ground. touching on young people, not just university graduates, but also other young people who could be graduates of TVETs or even graduates who somehow could not go very far. Kazi Mtaani is back this month. It will offload 200,000 young people in the first year alone from the unemployment realm. And we will sustain it, we will not stop it. We will sustain it because there is enough work to be done to clean our environment, to clean our towns and urban centers. Even as we continue with affordable housing, we are realizing our country is becoming more and more urban. And in the next 15 years, 60% of Kenya is going to be urban. It is that serious. So we have Kazi Mtaani. Hiyo Kazi Mtaani sio ya majuu, ni ya ground. Ni hapa, we are creating jobs here. They are not going to do Kazi Mtaani in Dubai. Hapa. But we also have the affordable housing program. That affordable housing program is both a housing program, but also a job creating program. Already 300,000 young people have been absorbed in the program of constructing affordable houses and markets across Kenya. And these are different jobs. We have structural engineers in those sites, we have architects, we have quantity surveyors, we have fundis, wambao, masons, we have electrical engineers, you have everybody, even what ya mkono are there. Again, 300,000. The ICT hubs we are building, we are creating jobs kwa mtandao. Again, the figures are looking good. So cumulatively, we now have an idea. For the first time, the country has an idea how to fragment the job and income creating opportunities to enable as many young people to enter the job market and to have incomes. We have brought for the business, the youths in business, especially small businesses. We are introducing this year the Nyota program and KJET program. Nyota is for young entrepreneurs, business people in micro and small enterprises across the country, where 50, 70 businesses led by young people will get a grant of 50,000 shillings to expand their micro businesses. You can imagine the power of 70 businesses in every ward across Kenya, each business getting 50,000 shillings. So we have an end-to-end view. We may not be doing as well as we would like to, but at least now we have a roadmap. If you know where you are going, you will reach. Doesn't matter how far it is. But if you don't know where you are going, you will not reach because you could be traveling in the opposite direction. Isn't it? If you know where you are going, it doesn't matter how far your destination is, you will reach there. But if you don't know where you are going as a country, you will never reach your destination because most probably you are heading in the wrong direction. So we have kazi kwa ground, kazi mtaani, kazi ya affordable housing, employing teachers, employing people in the public service, employing people in the private sector, kazi kwa ground. Kazi mtandaoni, through the ICT hubs that we are doing for job creation in the digital space. Kazi Maju for the young people who wants to go abroad. Nyota and KJET programs to support the young people who are doing business. Nothing will prevent Kenya from turning the youth of our country into the resource that it is supposed to be. And gradually we will offload. This is a problem that has accumulated over 6 decades because nobody was brave enough to think through. They were simply inciting young people how you are not getting opportunities and what have you. So I want to conclude by saying that what we need to do as a country now, from where I sit, even as we create the hardware of job creation and income opportunities, we must deal with the software. And the software is to work, those of us who are older, those of us who are in government especially, let's work with young people and connect with them. First of all, we need to understand them. we need to also tap into the expertise, because today's young person is much more knowledgeable than us who went to school earlier. That is the truth. Many adults don't want to accept. Young people are more educated. They have greater access and exposure to technology, to, early. Some of you saw a computer when you were writing your PhD. Some professors seated here. Yeah.